Hello, I'm Adam from No Rules Bard, and welcome to Board Game Club, where the first rule of Board Game Club is BX for life. Every week we gather together a group of our friends to play a board game to show you how much fun board gaming can be, even under the constraints of lockdown. This week we are continuing our farewell to Zoom month of board gaming by playing a bunch of old favourites, and this is one of the oldest favourites. It's Wavelength. Designed by Alex Haig, Justin Vickers, and Wolfgang Warsch, and published by Palm Court. If you'd like to learn the rules, take it from a guy who used to be confined inside his own flat. To play the game, players split into two teams. Each go one member of the team, let's say it's you, will take one of these cards with a range on it. This one says bad person to the left, good person to the right, and then you spin this wheel and secretly look at it. That wedge is where on that range of bad person to good person the points for your team are. This outer section's worth 2, then 3, and the middle of the target is worth 4. Then you close the window. Now you know that your points are in that area, so you need to give your teammates a clue that'll lead them to that point. When you've given your clue, your team will discuss amongst themselves, and then they have to move the red slider to the point on the dial they think matches your clue the best. After they've done that, the other team can also make a guess, is the center of the points wedge further left or further right than your team has guessed. If they're right, they will get a point based on that. Then you open up the window and reveal, and points are given out depending on how both teams did. First team to 10 points wins, simple enough. Thanks, younger Adam. Now sit back, relax, as we prepare to argue over some pointless nonsense with one very special guest. Joining me on this week's Board Game Club, I'm joined by Blair.
Hello.
I'm joined by Laurie.
Hello.
I'm joined by Sullivan.
Hello.
I'm joined by John.
Hi.
I'm joined by Isaac.
Hello.
I'm joined by making his Board Game Club debut. Wait a minute, that's Big Damo's music. Hi, Big Damo.
Hi, everybody.
And of course, the reigning, defending Board Game Club champion, it's Tom.
Hello. The title's not on the line today, though, right?
We don't know
The
how
rule
to
is
do
team
it.
games, no titles on the line on
It
team
better be on
games.
the line.
Defending champion there.
We don't know how to
Better be
do
on
the
the line, right?
title in team games.
Just the.
I need to
Adam,
know the
do the
rules.
spiel again. Do the spiel again. He's just the reigning champion.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
Not the defending
Sorry,
champion.
you're absolutely
He's just
right.
the reigning champion.
I'm not here to hang out with my friends. I'm here to win Board Game Club. Please.
All about the gold.
Said no one ever. Yeah.
Okay, how about this? How about if your team loses, Tom, you vacate the title, which means it'll be up for grabs next week,
God.
and you might not necessarily even be competing for it. But if you win, your team wins, you retain it. How about that?
Well, that doesn't seem consistent with previous team games.
Does it matter? Does it?
I love it. Adam's throwing Tom a bone, and
Yes.
Tom is like,
The
absolutely
rule
not.
book.
Hey, last Wavelength we played, title didn't change hands. I want consistency.
This is our Zoom recording farewell tour. We're literally doing 2 more recording sessions.
Shouldn't have picked a team game then, should you, mate?
Oh God, damn it! Everyone wanted to see this one, Tom.
He's going to run away with the title.
Fight.
My
Tom's
heel.
waiting until we get in person so we can get the thing.
Livid, absolutely livid. Anyway, so look, we'll do that maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's play Wavelength.
Don't let Tom bully you, Adam. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Also, I want to win.
Get him, Damo. Get
There's
him.
nothing bullying about applying the rules in a consistent manner.
Rules
Can't argue
help
with that.
control the fun.
I appreciate you, Tom.
All right.
Sounds like something a totalitarian state would say.
Get him, Blair.
All right, you put forward your champion Blair versus my champion Big Damo, and we'll see who wins.
I'm sorry, Damo. It's over for you, mate.
Yeah.
She's got a sword. And she's drinking Prosecco.
Oh no, drunk Blair.
Even more dangerous.
All right.
A smaller, drunker Blair.
Shut up,
Yeah.
everyone. Everyone shut up. We're playing Wavelength. We are in 2 teams. Team A consists of me, Blair, Big Damo, and John. We're gonna win. Team
Yeah,
the spirit.
that's
Yay.
so confident.
Very excited. Don't know what I'm doing.
Come on, Damo, you've got this. You've got this. I will manage you to championship glory like I used to.
Goodness.
Team B consists of Stupid Laurie, Stupid Tom, Stupid Isaac, and Stupid Sullivan.
Wow.
Good luck,
Wow.
idiots. Right.
Not biased at all, Games
Not
Master.
at
I
all.
love it.
Not
No.
at all. Tom, could you roll a die for me? Odds, Team B goes first. Evens, Team A goes first.
And if it lands cocked, you lose the title.
Yeah.
Odds.
That's how we've always done it.
And
Yeah,
the
she
finger.
does.
And you get it.
That's what I heard.
It immediately goes to you.
To me,
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes to John.
yeah. So says the rules.
You know what?
Don't argue with Blair.
You know
That's how
what?
we've
I
always
might
done
be
it.
able to get behind that one.
Please roll a die. We haven't started the
I
game in
did.
so
I
long.
did. You got odds, mate. Odds.
Odds. So that means Team B is going first. Right, Team B, put forth your champion.
Blair. You're currently our champion.
Blair is not on your
I
team.
know.
She's not on our team,
That
Tom.
was for a bit earlier.
I'm going to put Tom forward for that. I'm putting
So,
Tom forward for
I
that.
take it your approach to bits are as inconsistent as your approach to rules.
Oh, take that.
You're embarrassing
It's
me in
always-
front of Damo.
Right in the bits. Right in the bits.
Right in the bits. Kiss my bits.
All right, so Damo,
Wait, that sounded
welcome to the
no,
show.
Okay, to be clear, normally I say kiss my grits. It was a reference to kiss my grits. It wasn't
lot
as sexually
worse.
aggressive as it sounds. Cut it, James. Cut it. Shut
No,
it down.
It's not being
Keep
cut
it
now.
in.
It's
there.
staying in.
It's in
You-
there
you-
forever.
You-
You've spent too long
James,
explaining
Not in the
it.
case
You are
of kissing his
culpable.
bits.
Hashtag kiss my bits. All right.
Oh,
So,
no.
Tom,
I'm going to jail.
Tom, you've been nominated by your team.
Cool.
All right, here is your range. We're going to, not fruit and vegetable, because that was the practice range. We're going to start with the new one, which is derivative versus original. Interesting. How many spins of the randomizer wheel would you like? 4. Uno, dos, tres, 4. There we go. All right. So, Tom, you keep your eyes open. Everyone else, close your eyes. All right. Revealing in 3. So, hang on, keep your eyes closed, everyone. Tom, can you confirm that you have seen it?
I can confirm.
All right, everyone can open your eyes. All right, so now Tom is going to be coming up with a clue to lead his stupid team to victory. Lovely. Generally, the thinking up the clue time gets cut.
Yeah.
So try not to
14.
populate it with any wicked
bits.
sweet bits.
WSBs. The WSB count needs to be at an absolute
Wicked
low for this section.
sweet bits.
Kiss
No,
my
the
bits.
WSB reader's going off the
Kiss
scale.
my, kiss my wicked sweet bits.
Oh no, Laurie, you're joining me in jail. Great, we're getting passed around like currency.
Great. You never realise what.
Not if you
bunch-
demand them they kiss your bits first, John.
Oh yeah, that's prison rules.
That's it. That's how it goes.
Oh
You
god.
never realise what a bunch of nerds your friends are until someone comes to
Yeah.
visit, do you? Genuine sports entertainment athlete.
Yep.
Me.
Yep.
Hanging out with some dweebs.
I'm only judging silently. Don't worry. It's only silent.
Thank you, Damo. That's very gracious of you.
There was a really good podcast that talked about, it was all about life in prison, and one of the episodes was all about how popular D&D is in prison. Because it
Oh.
provides an
Right,
escape and a fantasy world. And I would just love to hear prisoners play D&D. I reckon there'd be fascinating
Yeah.
insights.
Did they rename it Outside and Dragons though? Just because that was
Yes, Laurie, you can buy Outside and Dragons from all good prison D&D shops.
Outside and dragons.
I think it was more the concept of being an adventurer as opposed to,
Tom,
being
do
triggered
you,
by the
do
word
you have a
dungeon.
clue? We need the game to continue. Tom, please give us a clue.
I'm trying my best. This is a tough one.
Yeah, too many wicked sweet
Yeah.
bits hanging around.
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh yeah.
Hard to focus.
Yeah, I'm deafened by the beeps from my bitometer. It's making it hard to think.
It's like
These
a
readings
guy
are off the scale.
Shit, son. Okay.
Tom, if you choose Crowded House, I'm gonna murder you.
Ooh, now there's an idea.
I will go to jail for you and play Dungeons and Dragons. I won't.
Okay,
Outside and Dragons.
we'll go for
Sorry, yeah, you're quite right.
the band Poison.
The band Poison. All right, so Laurie, Sully, and Isaac, you must decide where on this scale the band Poison fits between derivative on your left and original on your right.
Did the band Poison create the song Poison by any chance?
I think that was Alice Cooper.
then I have no idea who Poison are. Sorry,
Might be
Tom.
thinking of
Neither do I.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I've never heard of Poison in my life. Laurie, it's all on you.
Well, I've heard of them. I know nothing about them.
Oh!
They're no crowded house, obviously, right?
But
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Dave.
Who is?
Terrible.
Who is
Yes.
Damo?
Terrible vindication.
I feel like they are.
A beautiful man. Thank you.
I think we can take into account that Tom spent a lot of time deliberating about this, so it's not all the way derivative and it's not all the way original. Like whatever it is.
Metagaming, you like to see it.
Yeah, that's nice. I feel like Poison. I'm assuming they're just hair metal nonsense. And they're probably quite derivative, but not that derivative.
We're going
That's
to
my
get
feeling.
sieged in the comments by Poison fans. If we just,
Somebody's gonna be so mad at us for everything you've just said there.
just loads of dads in the comments, just with sobbing into their Poison shirts.
I'd
I
love to
don't
help,
care.
but-
I don't care. Your choice of music is piss poor.
All right.
No one's heard of them.
You know what? I've never
don't
heard of
care.
them, and I hate them. I hate them. That's what I'm saying. I've never even heard of them.
Sully and
All
Laurie
the
want all the
shit.
comments you can muster.
Strong words.
Yeah, what's the opposite of a
saying
fan club? Because let's form it for Poison. Fuck them. They're not all dead, right? Right? Can someone
No, I
Google
think
whether
they're
or not
fine.
Poison?
Guys, when you see the songs Poison have done, you are going to hang your heads in shame. I'm just going to say that.
This is from the man who said Crowded House were one of the greatest acts of all time.
I didn't say that, actually.
You were like, they're up
I
there
watched
all the way
video.
to the right, near the Beatles.
So they've done
In
loads
terms
of
of,
notable
like,
songs.
lots of
notable
hits.
songs, and we're
Not
not
that
one
many
hit wonders.
notable.
We
So
don't have time for this.
Team B,
We don't
hurry
have
up.
time.
Right,
Screw
okay.
you, Laurie.
I agree with Laurie. They're slightly more to the derivative side, but not too much.
All right,
Maybe a
how-
little bit more in the middle.
A bit more in the middle?
One more. I
What do you think, Isaac?
Just one more. I think just under the swirl of the H. No, like to
Under the swell of the H.
the swirl. Yeah, there.
Oh, that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're about
Poet.
to find out that everything we thought we knew about Poison is wrong.
Most
Tom, I'm
original
really
band
sorry.
of
And
all
what we
time.
know about Poison is their
Like this
name.
incredibly original band.
Sounds that no one's ever heard
Trailblazers.
before. Human beings can't hear the sounds that they make.
Oh, guys, I just
too
realised
original.
it's Tom's band. We've all been so rude.
No.
Not really. It's not really.
no.
It's not really.
God, imagine if Tom was in
Oh,
Poison.
single tear.
Ironically, fans of Poison will poison you if you upset them. So,
Team B.
That's
Classic.
their
how it
calling
works.
card.
I think we're
The
happy
only
with that.
thing
All
I
right,
know
you're
about
locked in, Team B. I've made that decision for you. Team A, do we think it's further left or further right?
I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard
Original.
of
I
them.
know absolutely
definitely
fuck all
original.
about Poison. I would put them slightly to the right. I think.
I would
Yeah,
put
I
them
think-
like medium right because
Yeah.
they were kind of the early kind of 80s kind of hair metal band. Everybody kind of
Yeah.
copied them.
Oh, really? Oh, Damo, thank you for keeping that to
So
yourself.
original. Okay.
All right, let's-
Okay, yeah, to the right.
Let's go to the right. Let's
Yeah,
see.
they've got some bangers. I think definitely further right than that.
Ooh.
Oh!
Two
Is
points.
that on two?
Yep, that's
I think
on
that's
two.
off too.
Oh, he's on to.
No, that is
I
on
think that's
two.
on
No,
No, that's
it's
on
off.
two. That's on
One.
two.
By like that much. By that much. But that is
You guys need it. It's fine.
that's 2 points to Team B. But we were right in guessing that it was further along to the right. Tom, yes, that is a difficult place for derivative and original.
Yeah.
Yeah, tricky.
Tough.
Poison are a perfectly
Perfectly
decent hair metal band, but didn't do
cromulent
anything
band.
particularly groundbreaking. Had some good songs, but they didn't really change the game. So there they are.
Well, there you go. All right, Team A, it is our turn. Who are we putting up as clue giver for this one?
I demand Adam.
I don't mind.
Demand me.
Yeah.
All right. I shall. I shall give the people what they want. All right, so it is me up at bat, and it's easy to do versus hard to do.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
So everyone, please close your eyes. Let me just have a little peek. Okay, everyone, please open your eyes. I'm going to make this quick.
Woo. Okay.
Falling off a log.
Falling off a what?
Off a log.
Falling off a log.
Quite easy.
Incredibly
that is-
easy to do.
Yeah, that is incredibly
Yeah.
easy. Hence the
Yeah.
phrase.
I would go the easiest to do.
Yes.
I mean,
agree.
is it as easy as like I don't know, breathing? Breathing is something that
Good
you do
point.
literally
That's a very good point.
constantly.
Maybe it's not quite as easy as breathing.
I feel like it's a bit harder than breathing. So
I
I would
agree.
put it up like 2 notches. Like, yeah. like full notches.
Just gameplay-wise, it's impossible for the 4 to be like half off the map, right? It has to be...
The 4 has to be on one side.
It will.
The entirety of the 4 is on one side, yeah.
Right. I'm pretty sure the phrase is as easy as falling off a log, right?
Yeah.
So it...
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know this phrase. Okay.
Right. I was wondering why you were going on about breathing. I think it's got to
Well,
be...
because,
It's got to be
well,
done.
Nobody said it was taxing, though, in fairness.
It's true.
I feel like, oh God, is it like the easy? Well, I didn't know that phrase, so yeah. Okay. Okay.
Can anyone here safely say they've been on a log and didn't fall?
I have been on
but
many
it was
logs
hard.
and not fallen.
I maintained position on the log with great difficulty. So I think it's further down. I think I'm going to be really embarrassed if this is wrong,
Okay.
but the phrase is as easy as falling off a log, isn't it?
Not that I've heard.
I've never
All right,
heard
thanks,
that.
Laurie. You're not actually trying to assist me at this point.
Where would you like
Laurie's smug little face?
Where
He's
would
falling
you-
off a log right now.
Where would you like
See
the
it.
needle from here,
I
gang?
think
Further
so.
left?
That phrase it's not a phrase, it's a song, I believe, by James Taylor.
Is it?
Is it? Sure,
Easy
it's not
as
poison.
falling off a log, or easy as rolling off a log, or something like that.
I mean,
Okay,
It's as easy as poisoning James Taylor. That's the song.
that's the
if
song.
With a log.
if you guys want to put it further left, I'm happy with that.
Adam did kind of imply that it was he got it very quickly, which suggests it is
Yeah.
an extreme. I think it is further down towards the end.
I'll go with John on that one, yeah.
Okay.
Like here
Yeah,
or
let's put it there.
further?
Let's put it there. Yeah.
Perfect.
There? Is that okay with my team?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Team B, do you think it's further left or further right?
Well, I think regardless of direction we go in, they're going to be somewhere within that wedge. Because falling off like breathing is easy. Falling off a log is very easy. Most people find maintaining internally consistent championship rulings easy.
He's already dead, Tom. Stop.
Oh my gosh.
But then sometimes people surprise you, so maybe it's all the way to the right. Who fucking knows?
Well, someone came to play, didn't they? Is it hot at your house or something, Tom?
Very upset.
All right, so where do you think it is, Team B? Left or right?
It's tough.
We might as well just say left because
Yeah, may as well. Yeah, it's probably the easiest thing.
Further left?
I think you're on the money. I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, further left it is. Here we go. Oh. Ba-boom.
Hey!
Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
The money.
Blair,
Nice.
I almost had a heart attack and you're like, come on, relativity. Let's bring it back to breathing. Blinking,
What you gotta
that's
do in
super.
this game?
I've been here before when I gave the phrase chocolate teapot, famously the
Chocolate
most useless
teapot.
thing. And then someone was like, but are there more useless things? I'm like, oh no, don't. Please don't. Don't go down this route.
Pretty sure that was me too.
I think it was Blair.
Pretty sure that was me. Yeah, I mean, you keep throwing out all these British phrases that I've just never heard before.
That's
so
fair.
Our
I've never
apologies.
heard them too either. I've heard chocolate teapot, but I've never heard as easy as falling off a log.
Really?
No.
I don't think I have either.
Really?
wow.
Am
Well,
I
I think so.
easy as falling off a log?
Yeah, that's a pretty common phrase. I'm with Adam on this one.
Well, statistically,
I've
it's
not
not
heard it.
What-
I'm not. I don't
Sample size is
disbelieve it.
7. We're talking 3.
Where's James Taylor when you need him? Right. So
He's been poisoned.
we got the full. We got the full 5. There is of course a catch-up mechanic in Wavelength, which is if your team is behind by 4 and you get the full 4, you do get a chance to go again, which is exciting. But obviously the full 4 will bring you up to 16 B. It is your turn. Tom cannot go. Whose turn is it to go? I'll let you decide. Thank you, Sullivan,
feel
for
Yeah, I'll do
volunteering.
it. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. There we go.
All right, so Sullivan, your range to look at is not enough versus too much.
Oh.
That's tough.
That is really tough. Right, how many times would you like the wheel span?
3 times, please.
Once, twice, thrice. Right, everyone, please close your eyes. All right. Sully, can you confirm that you have seen where the points are?
Yes.
All right, everyone, open your eyes.
Oh.
I mean, this is hard. I
Oh,
wouldn't
this
be
is.
surprised
It's
if Sully chokes here.
just
you've got
can't
this,
deal
Sully,
with
you've
it.
got this.
Deal with the. I just faint. Can't deal with the pressure.
Just go pink and just fall over. How did he die?
Like a possum.
Wait for everyone to go. Sully grew up in a house with 5 sisters. He's had to learn to faint on demand to avoid terrible things.
Attacks. Yeah.
It's one of the cornerstones of his acting, isn't it? Fainting on demand.
Yeah.
I can do it. Test
Top
me.
of his resume.
My Hamlet was really, really good when I fainted midway through To Be or Not to Be.
Oh no.
I did pass out once on stage. I was doing a sketch with Adam, and I had to pretend to be drowning. And I was smoking a lot of the time and had the lung capacity of a toddler. And I did a kind of drowning face and then passed out because I was straining so much.
That's very
Wow.
effective, actually. That's great acting.
It was honestly
Method actor.
it was very convincing.
Fun fact, I also passed out whilst performing in the Beta Males. I performed, we were doing a sketch set in space, and one of the characters really wanted to walk on the moon and decided to hold his breath until the other character would let him walk on the moon. And instead of pretending to hold my breath, I actually held my breath and then fell off my chair and smashed my face on the ground.
We had to replace you, didn't we?
Yeah,
No,
A bunch of Daniel Day-Lewis is here.
Big Damo, have you ever fainted in the ring?
So I never fainted in the ring, but one of the worst experiences I had, I was in this awful, mouldy, disgusting canvas I was on top of, and I started sneezing when somebody had me in a chin lock, and I just couldn't stop sneezing. So my friend, he was my tag team partner for years before that, so we knew each other really well. He's got me in this chin lock, and I've just got trying to sell that I'm getting beat up here. People are just laughing, and I'm like, I don't even know. And he starts laughing, so it gets really bad. So
That's so
never quite fainted though. Never quite fainted.
That's so cute.
That's so great.
Sneezing.
Can you do your sneeze again for us, please?
Well, my normal sneeze would be like, chow, but it was the horrible little doggy sneezes that.
So adorable.
Oh, God.
Sullivan, I must put you under pressure.
Yeah. No, I think I've got it now. I thought I'd let the bits run while I tried desperately to think of what this could
run
be.
free.
I'm going to go for a McDonald's double quarter pounder meal. A large one, let's say, to make it more specific.
Is it too much?
I don't
Is
think
it
it
too
is.
much? But it's not all the way too much. I feel like with all McDonald's, there's always a little bit more wiggle room because there's no nutrients in it.
Yeah, you could always eat more.
It's just
Always
greasy,
leave
it's
you
just
wanting
greasy
more.
air.
It depends who's eating it. For me, absolutely not.
Stop helping them, John. You're not on their team.
No.
John Gracie raises a good point.
No.
It's different for each person, in fairness.
Yeah. My immediate instinct is we put it halfway between not enough and too much because he did specify large. It is definitely in the realm of too much because it's not only is it a double cheeseburger, it's a double quarter pounder cheeseburger, and it's a large double quarter pounder cheeseburger. So there's definitely an effort on Sully's part to communicate hecker meat.
Heck of me.
I believe that was Big Damo's tag team.
The quarter pounders is a pretty good name for a
That
tag
is a
team.
really
It's actually a really good name.
name.
Got to write all this down, actually.
So that's my current thinking. What do you guys reckon?
For me personally, I'd put it all the way to the left, but I'm gonna listen to you, Tom. And I think
Well,
we should
Isaac,
do
you are
slightly
famously
to the right.
Famously crazy. It's definitely more too much than not enough. At least trying to put myself in Sully's head and how Sully was trying to communicate. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Where do you think, Laurie?
I'm happy with that.
Happy with that?
All right.
All right. Team B?
Are we just leaving it there?
You don't sound happy with that, Isaac.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Isaac wanted it all the way to the left, remember?
I just want it a little bit to the left, like maybe one notch, but I'm gonna trust you guys.
No, you can put it one more to the left. There's...
All right.
Okay, yeah.
How do you feel? Feel good?
Yeah.
I think I
Sure.
need to apologize in advance,
Yeah.
Tom. I'm sorry.
You realise madness doesn't track through from different board games. We're starting afresh here, Isaac.
So I'm going to lock you in. Team A, how do we feel on this?
I mean, for me, it's too much. but I'm also
You are that big,
small.
Blair.
So
I'm on the opposite end of the scale to Blair.
yeah.
Literally and physically, actually. So yeah, I genuinely think because it's McDonald's and the portions are absolutely tiny as it is, I think it would be maybe a couple left from where the guys have put theirs. I think it would be just too much because the average person will say that, but I would say no, it's not enough.
I think you're right.
I don't know what you mean.
He does Sully didn't specify any sides, so you've got burger, chips, and drink. It's
Yeah.
large, so it'll fill you, but I don't think you're going to be left feeling.
It's still McDonald's.
You will feel a bit bad,
Yeah.
but you might not feel like.
You'll feel terrible because it's McDonald's, but you'll
Yeah.
still in an hour later you'll be like, oh, did I eat?
Hungry again.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it was me eating it, I would put it like right down the middle.
That's,
Particularly if it's large,
Satisfaction.
maybe a bit further to the right.
I think
that's the
because
only
he
thing
said
that's-
double, I'm like, it's maybe
Yeah.
it needs to be
Double
on the
is
too
making
much
it too
scale, but I would
much.
agree with you that like more medium than anything else.
All right, so we're going to go left.
So
I think we
and
can go left. I think, yeah.
Let's reveal 3, 2, 1. Oh, very good. Very good.
Yes.
Oh, things are getting desperate for Team B. Very, very
No.
good. Sully,
Does that mean they get to go again?
No, it means if they would only get to go again if they are behind and they got a full perfect 4. Then they get to do another turn immediately. So it's like a catch-up mechanism. So you can still come from massively behind, like they are now, and still win. Damo, you demanded me. I demand you.
Unleashing me.
All right. Okay. So on the scale of
Pointy
round
round.
to Pointy.
Fucking hell.
I like this one. This is good.
Oh shit.
This is good.
All right, Damo, how many times would you like the randomizer wheel spun?
Give me 2, please.
Absolutely. 1, 2. Very good. Everyone, please close your eyes. All right, Damo, I'm going to release the thing for you. Can you confirm you've seen it?
Yep.
All right, everyone, open your eyes. So, Damo, I'll give you a bit of time to think of a clue. Your eyes tell a story.
Oh no.
It's not on the extremes. That's good.
This is tough.
It's very, very difficult.
Okay, what's the roundest thing?
Okay,
A
so
ball. A
we'll,
ball.
Beach ball.
Oh, he's
Curvy.
Damon's going for
Oh,
it.
you've got it, Damo.
we'll go with the television.
Okay.
A television.
Oh,
Like-
shit.
Okay.
All right, let's break
Like
this down.
towards the pointy side
Yeah.
because it has corners.
Unless
Yeah.
Big Damo is thinking of it like a 70s television, which is
Well,
just
but
those
even
round
then,
television.
it's still.
I don't
I
think
don't. I
he.
don't think
okay.
he's thinking of a fully round one.
What is the pointiest thing we can imagine?
A,
A
Triangle?
spike.
a spike, a star, something like that.
Okay.
So maybe right in the middle, you know.
I think it kind of is.
It's a.
No, to the right, the middle.
It's
Slightly
it's a
to the right.
rectangle, but with
Yeah.
curved edges. Unless also Damo is now talking about
Flat screen.
a flat screen, which is
Very
just
pointy.
pointy.
What do you picture as the quintessential television in your mind's eye?
Like
The platonic ideal.
Well, I mean, ideal is not what I imagine when I think of television.
Right now, I'm picturing this. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Kind of me too.
I don't because but Damo is old school, so maybe Damo was thinking of.
Old school.
I'm like a
You're like-
year older than you. All right.
Like a cathode. Right?
Are you really, Damo?
So old school.
Gosh, we've aged.
Damo's thinking about the wireless. So old school.
Back in my day with
He's
the
got
old
a
black
little-
and white wireless, you know.
He's got a little zoetrope with a horse galloping around, the light shining through it.
My Betamax tips.
So
It was
round.
just a candle back in
So
those
round.
days. You would stare into it
Yeah.
and hope you saw something.
Yeah. I actually looking at the TV behind you, Adam. That feels very
pointy.
pointy to me.
Yeah.
That is pointy. But when you like you say, when you think of like an iconographic television, it is a rectangle with curved edges.
Agreed.
Yeah, but okay, so it's definitely on the pointy side though.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put pointy.
But
I'm
it's
going to
not
put it in the
like
middle and
the
see where we
pointiest
sit from
thing.
here.
I think about there, maybe slightly left. No, actually, I think that's good. I think that's good there.
I certainly don't think it's any rounder than this. Or maybe
No?
oh,
Yeah.
It's like so the points are rounded on a television. Otherwise, I guess Damo would just say a rectangle,
I
right?
suppose they are, aren't
If Damo meant rectangle, Damo could have just said rectangle, where he did say telly. And what does that do to a rectangle but round its points off?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Do you think
slightly, like, only like 1 or 2 notches though?
like there? Or there?
Maybe.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Sorry.
I think there's good.
There.
You agree with that?
Yeah. It could be further right. I'm not sure.
Could be.
It really could.
But I'm happy with that, but it could be further right.
I'm gonna say I'm happy with that too. Maybe.
Could we go a little bit more right?
So like half a thing right?
Yeah, I'm really sorry if I fucked it.
No, that's fine.
I don't.
I'm
yeah,
happy with
I
this.
think we've either got massively the wrong end of the stick or, we've locked in Team B. Reminder that if we get the full 4, our team will win. Team B, where do you bet?
So my thought is, I think you guys have figured it out really well. Thinking about Gracie's platonic ideal makes me think of the Simpsons TV, which includes the aerials, and I wonder if the aerials are playing some part in the pointiness and what Damo was thinking. I would say
curvy bit on the bottom of the aerials
for the gentleman. I'm thinking to the right, maybe. That's my thinking, to the right.
My thing would be, if there's anything to the right, I think there might be nearly on the money.
Yeah, I think they've done it. I think they've figured it out, to be honest. But I'd say to the right.
I think TV is like a squared circle, and that's what Damo's thinking.
That's
so
exactly
bang in the
what it
middle.
is.
That's what he's thinking. So it's bang in the middle. I think probably to the right. I think
really
probably
good
to the
point.
right.
Love the idea
What
that
do you think, Isaac?
you think Big Damo is going like, squared circle. What's a squared circle? I know, a television.
Yeah, exactly. He went ring. John said, "Don't do wrestling stuff." Aha, television.
John loves wrestling. John will get all the wrestling references that we.
I know so much about wrestling, guys. You can ask me any wrestling question. I'll get it right.
Who's the best wrestler?
The Undertaker, mate. Easily.
I'm annoyed that some people would agree with you on that.
Not even a question.
Right.
Everyone get in touch in the comments. It's obviously.
Yeah.
Who's
Go
the
on, hit
worst
me.
It's going
wrestler,
to
John?
spark a debate by itself. You realise this?
Worst wrestler. That's the Surfer. He's not very well known. You probably haven't heard of him, but he's not very good.
Talk about Sting.
I did wrestle a guy who was a surfer gimmick actually. So
I have been to see wrestling once for a friend stag do, and there was a wrestler who was a surfer, and he was my favourite. But that's all I can think of.
Was this in
sorry.
Aw.
Why have you thrown him under the bus?
Yeah, it was in Ali Pali.
Yeah.
He was brilliant, but it's all I could think of. If you're watching surfer
Completely
wrestling, you
threw
were
him
easily
under
my
the bus.
favourite.
You're watching surfer wrestler. You're the worst wrestler that John knows.
You're not as good as the Undertaker surfer
Look,
wrestler.
he knows two wrestlers.
only know two wrestlers.
It was you and the Undertaker.
couldn't-
He knows 3 wrestlers. There's one here.
There's a third wrestler, John. There's a crucial.
I'm not going to say Damo's the worst wrestler. I'm
You
not
could have
a
said he's the
lunatic.
best, though. Yeah. Couldn't you have, John?
That's true.
God.
Undertaker's the worst. Taker won't mind.
Now you've got me there. I can't really argue with that.
Cannot believe.
I changed it. Damo's the best wrestler.
There we go.
And, the Undertaker's the worst wrestler.
What's your favourite one of Damo's moves?
Favourite one of Damo's moves?
Yeah.
It's the big D, obviously.
Big D!
I can't do it on screen because the video will get pulled for licensing and nudity reasons.
He's right, of course.
But obviously, I'm not an idiot. I know all about wrestling.
All those WCPW matches where I would bellow for Damo to hit them with the big D.
Look, we've all seen it.
Crush.
That's gonna have to be my new finisher now, to be honest.
Legally and for the
Damo and his
pornographic
big D.
restrictions on YouTube, I can't do it. We would get banned.
No, absolutely.
And that's not my fault. If anything, that's Big D's fault.
Wait, so Damo is Big D now? Yeah. Okay, Damo is Big D. I got you.
Big
That's what
D.
the fans call him.
Big D.
I mean, that's what the real fans call him.
Big D by name. Big D by Dick. All right, Isaac. Do you think it's further to the right
We
or
thought
further
to the right.
left?
We thought the big D's
Yeah.
hanging to the right.
Yeah, that's what
You're right.
Big
Yeah.
D's hanging to the right. All right, let's reveal this.
Dresses It couldn't be more right.
Oh my gosh.
So impressed by your reasoning and understanding.
Oh, the
We
big
have
D.
done a Big D on our opponents and murdered them by winning so
absolutely.
well.
Big D.
You guys
just
were
did the
flawless.
Big D.
Big D. Big D. Big D. Big
That
D.
was so incredible. That was so incredible.
That is
I was like,
amazing.
you guys debated beautifully. I was like, Oh, that was an even better. My idea was actually really bad. You guys made it sound even better.
In the wrestling industry, John Gracie, we refer to that as a squash match. So it's time for a rematch. Let's go again, folks.
Great.
We've got time.
Let's do a double tussle, as they call it.
I want to have just more examples of you just coming up with names for what you think wrestling is, because that's much better than what it actually is. So that's all.
It's not what I think wrestling is. It's what I know it is. But I'm happy to do any more.
Oh, Big D's going for the double tussle.
Double tussle time.
It's tussle time.
Tussle time.
We've randomized the teams. Team A is myself, Laurie, Sully, and Big Damo. Big D!
Yes.
And Team Little B is Blair, Tom, Isaac, and John. All right. So we're going to start with, well, who just went? Team A just went, so Team B can go. And who didn't go for Team B? We haven't had Isaac.
Yeah.
And Blair.
And Blair.
As well.
Both of us haven't gone.
Who?
You go, Isaac.
Isaac.
Go for it.
All right, let's do this.
Isaac, this is your range. Inclusive versus exclusive.
Oh God.
Good God.
Sorry, who's on this team?
It is yourself, Isaac, Tom, and Blair.
Oh, great. Okay.
All right, inclusive versus exclusive. How many times would you like us to spin the wheel?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't ask for much. Everyone close your eyes, please.
Even myself, Adam.
Not you.
Okay.
Nailed it, Isaac.
Isaac, can you confirm that you've seen it?
Yes.
All right, in which case, everyone open your eyes. And Isaac, when you are ready.
This one's super tough.
Yeah.
When your mum forces you to share the controller with your little brother.
All right.
Oh,
no,
interesting.
I get that.
That's a good one.
That's forced inclusivity,
towards
right?
the inclusive side, because
based
she's
on age.
trying to...
What does it mean that it's forced?
Because his mum made him share. He didn't want to share the
I know.
controller, but his mum made him do
He
it.
didn't buy it. His
Well,
mum bought it. So that's kind of how it goes.
But what does that mean for the level of inclusivity if it is forced?
I think that's basically where our nuance comes in, right? I'm probably overthinking this, but hell, what else am I going to do this afternoon?
No, I mean, okay, I'll try this again because it's clearly not getting through. What do you, the team, think? How does it affect the inclusivity meter that it is? Like, I understand sharing a controller is inclusive, but then at what point?
John's asking, what does it mean in the game, guys? What does it mean in the game?
Forced means that he was
I
doing
actually
it
genuinely
against
don't know
his
what's
will,
happening here.
John.
I feel like I've had a stroke.
Forced means that he didn't want to share the controller, but he was made to by the mother. That's what forced means.
Do we think?
Sort of forced inclusivity, John.
Okay, if you're not Team B, I'm going to ask you to pipe. What do we think that means? Is it less inclusive because it is enforced? What do you think?
I definitely think it's still on the inclusive side, but I think because it's your mother forcing you to do that, you might feel a bit like, oh, I'm being excluded from my game.
It's a case that Isaac was not included in that decision to pass the controller on to his little brother who was made to do it. Again, this might just be Isaac using wavelengths as some kind of therapy, in which...
It's not impossible.
I'm an only
In
child.
which case, who the heck knows?
It does feel a little like 8D.
We're getting into a theological debate here.
I'm definitely, it's on the side of inclusive for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's not fully inclusive because of his wording.
How about
agree.
4 notches from the left then?
I think about halfway between the middle and inclusive would be my guess. Anywhere around there, but I think further left than that.
Further left than where it is currently.
I think so. What do you think?
Yeah, I say further left as well.
By how many notches?
I would put it 2 big notches to the left. Of
I'm
where it
happy
is.
with that. I'm happy with that, Gracie.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think, Blair?
Yep. That's good.
All right. Locked in. Team A, what do we think? Further left or
I think
further
that
right?
logic was really sound, actually, because
Yeah, I think they've done
it is forced inclusivity, but you're not happy about it. I would go maybe 1 more to the left, max. I can't really think it's...
Yeah, I think left is probably, of all the 2 directions, I don't think it's any further right.
No.
Or maybe it is. Maybe it's a half. Maybe
I think
forced
it might be
inclusivity
right. I
is
think it's
actually
for the
bang in
middle.
the middle.
Maybe.
I think it was the middle. and maybe like it was to the right of where we are now.
All right, you know what? I've come around on it. How do you guys feel about right?
I'm happy with that too, you know, because I think they might have it bang on the money. So I think it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other for me. I'm happy to go right or left.
Going to go right, revealing now. 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Oh! Oh shit!
Oh, well done, guys. Though, well done.
All right, that is very good for Team B. That's 3, and we
Huge
got it wrong.
beans for Team B.
Yes.
All right,
Really good clue there.
very good, very good.
Well done.
All right, next up for Team A, we've heard from Sully, myself, and Damo. So Laurie, you're at bat.
Cool.
Your range is happens slowly versus happens suddenly.
Ooh.
How many times would you like the wheel span?
3 times.
Done. Everyone close your eyes, please. All right, confirm that you've seen it.
I have seen it.
And everyone, open your eyes. All right,
Cool.
Laurie, what is the clue that you've got?
Sprinting through molasses.
I actually I really
really good.
dig his thought process there, because we knew immediately that this is a difficult one.
Ooh, sprinting
Sprinting.
through molasses. What the
Well, that's
hell does that mean?
it definitely isn't sudden,
No.
No.
but it's
although-
not super slow.
I mean, Laurie
No.
did say the word sprinting, though. Like, Laurie could have just said, like, walking through molasses.
And that would have been very slow.
So
Which
Laurie...
would mean it would be happening very slowly, as opposed to sprinting through molasses means it would be faster than walking through molasses.
I mean, Damo, you're a scientist, and I've always said that.
right? Listen, yes, my degree in psychology has absolutely no bearing on the physics of this argument, but I'll do my best.
Day
to attach
one,
it
they
to
just
it.
point
Let's
to
see what Young
molasses.
says about sprinting in molasses. Yes.
Walking slower than sprinting. Any questions?
I would say just on the happen slowly spectrum, because it's if it was a really slow thing, he would have said something really slow, but he said it's a fast version of a slow thing. So I think it's just on the first few notches on happen slowly.
All right, Damo.
Because if it was anything else, he would have said, I'm in molasses. So it would be very slowly. You know what I mean?
Crawling, crawling through molasses would have been right down. Then you got walking through molasses. Then you got sprinting through molasses, which of course is...
Then the
molasses
ape turns
scale.
into a man in molasses.
Then it's Usain Bolt in molasses. It would have been like that top notch, right at the very top. But so we're assuming Laurie is sprinting through molasses. So
Laurie can go. Laurie can go, for sure.
Yeah. I can imagine Laurie can sprint through molasses pretty quick.
He basically sat down for a year and a half, guys.
So you're ready.
Maybe we should.
Primed.
What do we think? Should we go any closer to the right or closer to the left? Is everybody happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Do you think it's... I think...
The thing, because he said sprinting through molasses, I'm worried that we're going too slow here.
My question is, what's the baseline? Because obviously it's in one of the camps. Is the sprinting means it happens suddenly, so the suddenly is the baseline and it's close towards the middle on that side, or is the molasses that's the baseline and means it's close to the middle on the left? I think you're right. I think it's in that kind of like this bit here, like in that middle section, but I don't know which side it falls on. And Sully, I want your thoughts because you know about molasses.
I know about molasses.
You're dating
I
someone
know
from the south. You must know about molasses.
You can't keep me away from molasses.
Can we get it in a southern accent?
Oh,
Now-
yes,
Not
please.
Southern England. Not Southern England. Southern
Now, I'll
America.
tell you what, right? I'm from Alabama, and I know all about it.
I wish that was the normal accent of Alabama. It would
Yeah.
make
That'd
my
be
journey
amazing.
so much
And-
better.
And only
Pass me some
Alabama.
fucking gumbo, would you?
Sweet old Alabama, know what I
Gumbo,
mean?
innit?
Sweet old Alabama all fucking summer long.
Amazing.
You guys are nailing it right now.
Thanks, American.
Yeah, Blair, you do your British accent, please.
Oh.
No, I'm saving it for the big stream, you know.
Blair is
big stream.
Where I'm gonna just do a British accent the entire time.
Yeah, for the 100k subscriber stream,
Yep.
Blair's gonna do a British accent. For
Oh
the
my
entire
God!
time.
Everyone,
for
quick,
the full
subscribe.
10 hours.
Please
or however many
subscribe.
hours.
Please subscribe.
Yeah.
I think because I don't think I was on the video when you first did your British accent, Blair. I've genuinely.
I
never
haven't
heard
done one.
No, she refuses to do
This
it.
is the thing.
refuses to do it.
I'm saving it.
Go, Blair. Go, Blair.
Do British
No,
accent.
no. It's being saved. It's not gonna happen until we get that 100k.
Oh, I'm so
That's commitment to
excited. Everyone,
kayfabe.
hurry up!
All right.
Get on board.
Speaking of hurrying up, so where do we think? Left or right? Let's coin flip it. Let's do it. What do we think? I think left.
Wait.
I would go with one more notch right. Personally.
One more notch right. I can certainly get on board with that. Sully.
I can get on board with it too. Yeah.
All right.
I'm happy with it.
That's what we're gonna
Okay.
do.
Now we're
Team
guessing.
B, where are you betting?
Further to the left, surely.
What are molasses?
Molasses is like black treacle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Like something classically insanely slow.
Okay. Because what I thought when the way Laurie spoke was something very fast, slowed down a bit.
No. It's
No, I
like
think the other way.
the slowest thing.
Oh no, as in like the sprinting being very fast.
Oh,
that was
got
tempered.
you.
That was tempered by the molasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Whereas-
imagine sprinting through sticky water.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
like high up, like the water's high.
I mean, sprinting does happen suddenly, even if you're
Yeah.
moving slowly.
Not
No,
in
molasses
molasses
is quite
though.
thick.
It's slow.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
this is on the left.
Like, imagine
My
trying to-
my initial instinct was halfway between happen suddenly and the middle.
I'm with you,
Clearly.
Gracie. I think that is something that happens. Yeah, I think that's something that happens very suddenly, immediately slowed by the molasses. Although that said, my partner is Scottish, so sprinting through molasses just sounds like someone running through a field of women.
Okay.
That's our show. Oh, we're not going to beat that.
End it there. Yeah, we don't
Fuck
care.
it. Yes.
I love the
I'm
trajectory.
actually going to head
you've
off.
re-
Thanks, guys. It's been
You've
great.
retained the championship, Tom. You've retained the championship.
The trajectory
Yeah,
of
that's
Tom,
so
just like
good.
useful, boom, immediately unhelpful.
Less.
All right, I need an answer for you.
Fucking
Left,
dynamite.
right.
Right, I'd say we go right, straight in the middle.
My instinct is right.
Okay,
but I
I'm
might be wrong.
outnumbered.
No, I'm with you, Blair. But,
Well,
Oh
I
no!
mean,
Why
I
did you
can't-
put it forward?
Can't
Blair,
challenge
fight Tom.
based on that. Like, go for it, Tom.
It's fine. It's fine. Go on the right.
To the
I'm
right. Here we go.
Begrudgingly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you know?
Yes.
Well done.
Big Damo, your degree has come in so handy.
I am Sherlock.
The Sherlock of molasses. All right, next up,
He
Team
knows all about crawling, walking, running.
Team B. This has to
One mind,
be.
sorry, one mind. You and I. Yeah.
This has to be Blair. This has to surely be Blair
Yep.
now. All right, Blair, your range is introvert versus extrovert.
Okay.
Fascinating range. How many spins?
2.
1, 2. Everyone look away. All right, Blair, have a look.
Okay.
All right, everyone can look.
Okay. Me, as in Blair.
Shit, I don't know.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
such a good clue.
I say
Does that-
we go hecker left. Blair is an introvert who tries to put themselves out of their comfort zone for the sake of their own personal growth. But Blair and I have long chats about how we're both essentially introverts. We find this stuff really tricky.
Oh, sweet.
So I'd say head hecker left.
How hecker left on the hecker scale?
For now, let's say 3 notches from the top. But I think we should maybe just talk about it a little bit more. This is just my gut reaction.
understanding, like, there's quite a few definitions of introvert and extrovert. My understanding of it is it's what gives you energy. So an introvert will gain energy from being on their own. That doesn't mean they don't like hanging out with people. It's just that's where they recharge. So if we're going by that, I don't know if that's the general shared understanding of introvert and extrovert.
But Toad from Super Mario Brothers is an extrovert. Very happy to be out amongst his fellow Toad brethren.
That is true.
Luckily, Blair, it's not Toad.
Blair is Toad.
What?
Oh no.
Let's rethink this whole strategy then.
Can I get Toad,
Blair is an introvert
but
person, but
Toad is past you in Super Mario Kart? So like Toad is driving past you in Super Mario Kart. Can I get that Toad impression? Thank you.
that is the doctor
Very
effect in
good.
Toad's voice.
Very
That's,
nice.
That's quite accurate, actually.
that's very nicely done. Yeah, but Blair also has a performative side. She plays music. She appears on a show like this in front of thousands of people. So I think that's enough to sort of move some notches away from the far end. She's not the most introverted person in the world. She's very friendly. Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Again, I think you can perform and still be an introvert, though.
Yeah, I think that's true. But it exhausts you, right? This is basically, we're asking now, is Blair's definition of introvert extrovert the same as that thing you're describing, the energy-based thing?
Unfortunately, we can't ever know that.
No, but
There's no way to ever find that.
Never,
but the crux
ever.
of this game is trying to figure out how the person thinks and whether it is something they perceive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it maybe should move a little bit to the right, but I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I think... sorry, we haven't heard from you, Isaac. What do you reckon?
I think you're bang on the money, Tom. Like, I've worked with you, Blair, and like, lovely person. You were my manager for a bit, and I think very highly of you.
Feels like there's a butt coming.
That's definitely skewing it. But at the same time,
It's butt coming.
No.
But I hated every minute of it, and I'm gonna crush you.
At this stage, our team's going to have to roast Blair.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm
Can't
like,
wait.
But you know, we both hate being the demon when we play Blood on the Clock Tower, because obviously you've got to like socialize in a bad way. And you know, even though you perform and everything, like performing and actually socializing are two different things. Like, one is just a skill that you put out that will always kind of be the same. So I think I'm going to stick with what Tom has said. It's only my high opinion of you that wants me to put it further to the right. But logically, I think what Tom said is correct.
Yeah, I would agree, particularly having played social deduction games with you, Blair. I know that you find them quite stressful, and that to me suggests being pretty introverted.
And to be clear here at No Rolls Barred, obviously, like, yeah, we being an introvert is something you can still think highly of someone, and for them to be very, very introverted.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
all introverts are the worst.
Horrible fucking cave people. We hate them. Fucking pasty skin, disgusting.
I'm only saying you scum compared to
Unwashed.
crusty.
Blair essentially,
Yeah, you see how you scum.
she just lives in a cocoon in the corner of her flat that's made of wadded up newspapers. That's
Yeah,
cool.
sort of their extra fingers and stuff is weird.
All right, I'm gonna need to nail you down, Tim.
Yeah, because I definitely am an introvert, even though I love hanging out with people. So I think it's slightly to the right of here, but only slightly.
Well, Tom, you did think that as well, so I might just move it one step. Are you guys happy with that, or would you prefer further to the right?
Because I feel like full introvert would be like, no thanks, I can't do stuff on film because it'd be really stressful.
I would say no further. I think Blair considers themselves to be pretty damn introverted. So I think definitely no further right than that.
So I'll lock you in here.
Do you want to go a bit left then, Tom?
A little notch left, maybe, just
Yeah, a
one mini
little
notch, smallest notch.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll make all the difference. Imagine if it does.
Just
let's
the
hope
creator
so.
of Minecraft to the left.
Okay, so I'm going to lock you in, and I'm going to quite heavily counsel for left, knowing Blair as I do.
Oh, balls.
Blair's one of the best
go-
people I know, but very, very introvert. Like Tom said, I think the original definition of gaining energy from being alone, whereas losing energy while being.
I said
That was John.
Well done,
That's
Tom.
a good point, Tom.
Good point, Tom.
Good point,
Good
Tom.
point, Tom.
Thanks.
Well done.
And well
Tom.
done, Tom.
Not taking
I
part
really
of this.
liked how you said
Not
it.
taking credit for this.
Well done, Tom.
No way.
Good point. All right. I personally think left.
I would say left as well. But only just. I mean, they definitely could be bang on the money. But
Yeah.
if I'm gonna go for otherwise, it would be left.
I think they're at least in the 3-4 area where they are, but I think maybe on the off chance, I would say left. Laurie, how does your hatred of Blair factor into this decision?
Well, she's got the sort of like the vertically closing eyelids, like, you know.
Yeah,
she's
of
a
course.
classic introvert, so I think stick it left.
All right, stick it left.
Yeah.
Here
One
we
of the
go.
Innsmouth introverts.
She leaves a sort of mucus everywhere. like,
Classic introvert.
she's slimy to touch. You're on the left.
Basically
Damo-
a human slug.
Yeah, classic
You've
Commodore
noticed it
Garden
too.
introvert.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Damo,
Hate
you've only just met Blair, but how much do you hate Blair? Because we
Everyone hates me.
Laurie's
It's the
hatred
classic.
is kind of seeping into the screen here, so I feel we need to move on really fast, or else there's mucus everywhere. So, oh my goodness.
Big Damo
I'm sorry. It
also
just seeps
hates
everywhere. I can't help it.
that's fair enough. It's fair enough.
All right,
It's just introvert ectoplasm.
look, guys, I can see that Big Damo is getting really annoyed by how much we're talking about Blair, so I will move. So much Blair time.
So much.
All right. We think left. That's what they think. Here we go.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
guys.
goodness!
No, so here's the thing. After you talked about it, you completely convinced me.
Good work, Tom.
But yeah, no, I was just thinking like,
Screw you, Dave.
like, no. Because here's the thing. Tom and I do have these conversations, which is like why I was thinking. Oh, okay. Well, Tom at least will know that I'm on the introverted side, but maybe like others will knock it towards the right. But yeah. No, I would just yeah.
God, man, Laurie was right.
She is a
I'm just
ectoplasmic
seeping goo everywhere. I'm so sorry.
No worries, man. No worries.
All right.
we learned something. This has been nice.
Okay, Damo, don't worry, we're moving on from Blair. So next up, it's Team A. And, well, I guess let's just go round, from the top. So I'll go first.
Demand it!
The light side of the Force versus the dark
Oh, here we
side.
go.
Wait, what?
Awesome.
Oh,
Ooh,
this
I
is a good
like
one.
it.
It's very specific.
Very specific. All
See if
right.
Adam goes, me.
May,
All the way around.
May the wheel spin 4 time. May the 4. Okay. 1, 2,
Love it.
3,
Love it,
4.
mate. Nailed
All
it.
right, everyone look away. All right, everyone can look. I'm gonna say Darth Maul.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right. Just so we're clear, are you talking about Darth Maul, just the movies, or Clone Wars TV show?
Yes, mate.
Yes!
Oh, big Damo.
Yes, Damo!
And am I telling everybody I'm a huge fan of the animated stuff?
Oh my god, the
So
Clone
incredible.
Wars TV show is
yes,
the
mate.
best
So good.
piece of
Rebels
Star Wars.
is incredible.
It's so good.
For the sake of the rules, I can't clarify.
Ah, you bastard.
Well, let's take him in his entirety, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I would assume we have to
Yeah,
work with that.
we need to include the
Yeah.
multitudes that are Darth Maul.
He is a serious dick, right? But he's not as big a dick as the Emperor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are always saying now.
He's like a middle D, right? Whereas your Emperor is a big D.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say middle D. I think he's leaning towards heavy D. But
Heavy D!
not as heavy a D as some of the others.
Who would want to be known as Heavy D?
It's not even big, Sully. It's just heavy.
it's just
Heavy,
dense.
it's just dense.
It's just
Just
weird.
a dense chose.
It's like made of dark matter.
Okay, what is
Yeah.
what is Darth Maul's wrestling move, first of all?
That is a great question, actually. Something probably like a spinning back kick or something. You know,
Nice.
Yeah.
Some double pole, double
some
ended.
what was it? Double tussling high kick or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The double tussle high kick.
No, out of all seriousness, right? I'm a big Star Wars fan. I think Darth Maul's not amongst the serious Siths because he leaves the Order and all that kind of stuff. But he's still an asshole
Spoilers,
the entire
mate.
time. So,
Spoilers.
well, fuck your spoilers.
Have you seen episode 1?
That's your only problem. That's your problem.
It does sound
I've been
like
waiting
a you problem.
20
No, you've
years.
seen episode 1, so you know that he's a bit of a dick.
It's true.
There you go. Yeah.
And the film was so good, I decided not to watch any more Star Wars.
And that's true. I can see why. Jar Jar was.
It felt
was
like a
creating.
complete narrative.
Yeah.
But we saw in episode 1 he
Imagine.
was the apprentice, not the master.
Nice.
And he gets chopped in half. Now, which was the evil half? That's the question.
Actually, that's
Well,
a very,
actually,
very good
that's
question,
very-
Sully, because the
very-
upper half is what survives. So
Yeah,
you're right, Sully.
Becomes a
The upper
terrifying
half is actually
Spider-Man.
less evil than his bottom half.
Holy
There you go.
shit.
There's some
Terrifying dark
meta
Spider-Man.
canon for everybody.
Sully has stumbled into being pop culturally relevant. Like he stumbles into all of his victories. All right.
So
but
we're on
because
the dark
You're
side.
talking about dark side. I'm going to put you in the middle of the dark side so you can tell me where you want to go from here.
I would go two notches to the right. So he's not a full dick, but he's a pretty big dick.
So if he turns to the light side eventually, or walks away from the Sith, should we not knock it back further to the left a little bit? Because I would have said just on episode 1 alone he could go there because he's not
He never
he's not
turns
the Emperor.
to the light though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just
He's
never
just not-
quite becomes the biggest dick in the universe.
The heaviest dick
I think
in the
Heaviest.
universe.
He's not the heaviest dick either.
He's not the heaviest dick in
He's-
the universe.
So like
That's
this is
Jar Jar.
if I'm thinking what Adam is going with, well, honestly, if Jar Jar was a Sith, the scale would be unrecognizable. Actually,
Yeah, Gunk and
Jar.
Junk, it's crazy.
The heaviest dick in the universe.
How do you feel rest of my team from there?
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I don't want to argue with
happy
Damo.
with it. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So we're gonna go for that. Team B.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've also watched all of Clone Wars, but I just don't think Adam has.
Ooh.
Because I would say further to the left slightly.
So you saying Adam's a fake geek boy?
But well, I'm not saying he's a fake geek. Because, you know,
No, we've heard it now, Blair. I've heard it.
Hashtag fake fan.
fake fan. You know, I think they have it bang on, but
I love Anorak Skongwalker.
So, as someone who hasn't seen any of the Clone Wars stuff, I would have put him like as far to the right, minus a
see,
bit
this
because
is
of
what
the
I'm,
Emperor.
yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I think
So,
let's say
from a layman's
let's-
point of view, I think that's where it is. But if Adam has seen Clone Wars, clearly it's more
I
complicated.
don't think he has.
I think it's
Fake
much
fan.
the
Could
same
be
either way. He's, if we're talking about ultimate scale here, even in just the Phantom Menace, he's the apprentice and not the master, right? He's a soldier. He's basically just following orders. He doesn't have the abject cruelty of someone like the Emperor. So I think that's a pretty solid bet.
I think they're.
I would say
yeah,
maybe
this one.
maybe go a little bit left if Adam has seen the Clone Wars, but I don't think he has. What do you reckon?
I think
Isaac?
if
Well,
he
here's the
hasn't,
thing.
it goes right.
If he's seen the Clone Wars up until like the last season, is like pretty dark, but then last season it knocks it back over slightly. So
So what you're saying, Blair, is we
Yeah.
all need to figure out right now exactly how much of the Clone Wars that Adam has
yes.
seen.
No, I'm saying.
so
yeah.
now we can judge how much of a nerd we think Adam is.
yeah.
Adam, can you put a
Not-
face that expresses how much Clone Wars you've seen?
Look how
Okay, that's
neutral his
not
face
at all.
is trying to be.
He hasn't seen any Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Okay.
that face says I didn't
So-
realise the Clone Wars existed.
Yeah. So-
Can we hear a bit from Isaac? What are your thoughts?
I didn't think he was all that bad in the first film, anyways. So,
Darth Maul was right. You heard it here first.
He was red, he had spikes on his head, he was pretty cool.
I thought it was pretty cool, actually.
He was
Yeah, we're
cool.
He
We're
was a
not
cool
basing
guy.
him on his coolness, Isaac.
comes into
Once he
it,
got rid of
it's
those
a
evil
factor.
legs, he was great.
He's got the light side of the
Lots
Force,
of bad guys are cool.
the dark
but they're
side
still
of the
bad
Force,
guys.
and the cool side of the Force. Cowabunga. Everyone
Cigarette
wearing
and
one
everything, look at
backpack strap.
You use your
jacket.
force powers to turn all the baseball
Kids.
caps around backwards.
He's wearing sunglasses the whole
He
time.
walks in and does that to the jukebox, and it starts playing Happy Days.
I think he's got a motorcycle.
He does have a motorcycle in episode 1. He's so cool.
Very cool.
I wanna go
All right,
slightly
we going left, team. Gonna have to press you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he does
Can
some
confirm
bad
I've
stuff.
seen one episode of Clone Wars, which is when they fight a big cube, but I can't remember all that much about it.
Oh shit! I'm sorry,
Big
guys.
cube.
Oh.
No, I think you're probably still on the money.
Yeah.
My
Nailed
Yes.
it!
Damo!
Well done.
Damo, we are
Well done,
just
Damo.
Very
You
good,
are
very good.
psychically connected. It's, oh.
Incredible.
BX
One
for
mind.
life.
Damo, you're incredible
One
at this
mic.
game.
BX
unbelievable.
for life. Right, Team B. All right, John, this is on you. Hard to sit on, easy to sit on. Get your big D jokes out of the way now. We're gonna otherwise.
All right, it's done.
There it is. There it is. Thank you. Now we can palette cleanse. How many spins would you like?
I would like 69 spins, please.
Oh Jesus!
1, 2,
Be here all bloody day.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done.
Thank you.
69
You're
spins.
You're a consummate professional.
Go fuck yourself. All right, everyone look away. In 3, 2, 1, just confirm, Gracie, that you can see.
Yes.
Magic.
An inflatable chair.
Okay.
Blair, what's that little laugh about?
Okay. I've had a lot of inflatable chair situations that are difficult with sitting.
Situations.
This sounds like Brooke and her toilets. Tell us.
Yeah, please tell us.
No, it's not very comfortable. You always think it's gonna be comfortable, and then you like go for a full sit, and then it's inflatable and like rubbery and awful. So it's not the best situation, but it's like it's easy to sit on in the sense that it is a chair and it's meant to be sat on, but it's not like a sofa.
Isaac, have you ever sat on an inflatable chair before? And if so, please relate your experience to us.
I'm honestly thinking about it, and I don't think I have. And I think I've thought of it the wrong way, because instantly I thought wooden chair, but it's all balloons, which would just fall apart. But that's clearly wrong.
Yeah, now, hold on a minute. Now, hold on.
What mad world do you live in? What mad world do you...
Isaac?
Obviously, you mean like...
Isaac, what the shivering fuck are you talking about?
Can I have one of those balloon chairs, please?
No, the wooden kind, thank you.
No,
I want a wooden...
like it's got
A wooden chair,
like
but
it's
it's
got-
all made out of balloons.
Underprepared for this kid's party. We've got a fuckload of balloons.
These wooden balloons are a nightmare.
Yeah, that balloon sword has just knocked a kid out because it's made of wood.
Oh, splinters are terrible.
Oh my god.
as in,
What a terrifying insight into your mind, Isaac.
like a chair with 4 legs, but everything's like inflatable. But obviously that's wrong. It's probably more a circular.
No, your way is right. I want to sit in it.
Yeah.
Astonishingly, Isaac, I now understand entirely what you mean,
Yes.
and I cannot believe you've dug yourself out of that hole.
Good work.
It was the use of wooden that was highly confusing.
Yeah. So essentially, it has the structure of a chair, but it's made out of balloons
Yes,
tied
yeah,
together, I guess.
basically.
Yeah.
But I think that's wrong.
Okay.
It's more akin to like a beanbag chair, but
Yeah.
just blown up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you sat perfectly, it'd be easy to sit on. But if you made one mistake, you'd go flying to the left or to
One
the right.
mistake, one slip up,
That's it.
one fucking slip up, and it's
One
over.
fucking strike.
Minor mistake.
Okay, so should we go like 3 or 4 notches towards easy to sit on?
I
I
think so.
find inflatable chairs incredibly difficult to sit on, but I am
Okay.
almost
Put it in
professionally
hydrogen.
terrible at
Cool.
sitting down.
Yeah,
Oh
let's
no,
go
we're
with it.
all
I've never
finding
sat
it
on one.
difficult to sit
Yeah.
on.
But
maybe
this
straight in
is
the middle,
purely
then.
me though. So theory of minding this is just my experience. Maybe they're easy and I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay, so I think
Tom's bottom half
I
is like
think-
a weeble, though.
I think the fact that John has made it a chair means that it's going to be something easy to sit on, but then making it inflatable means it's going to be knocked towards like not the
Yeah,
easiest.
it's definitely in the realm of easy for sure because it's something that's designed to be sat on.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be the exact middle point. I think we could probably go further right because even though it's inflatable, which is dumb, it is still a chair, which is
Yeah.
Could we
designed for purpose.
one more notch?
Yeah, I'm happy with that, man.
Yep.
I could go further, to be honest. I could go as far as there, even further. But I'm also open, of course.
Because we are adults, and it shouldn't be that hard to sit on an inflatable chair.
Don't come for me,
imagine.
Isaac. I'm just not good at it.
Really, Blair's had a lot of trouble. Blair's had
I've
lots
had
of
so much
instances.
trouble.
It's not easy.
It's trying to get in head first is the difficult bit.
Yeah.
And the problem is, Blair,
I've
you
been
keep on
doing it
putting.
wrong this whole time.
Stop putting helium in your inflatable chairs. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
I just want to fly.
Is that where you're happy with, team, or would you want to move it?
Let's go further right, I think.
One more?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, maybe one more full notch.
One more full notch.
Yeah.
It could easily be more than that, but we've all got homes to get back to.
I've locked you in. Team A, I think it's left.
Do you? I think it's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Inflatable chairs, they're always. I think they're. I think it's.
Yeah,
in
but they're
the
not
middle.
like hard to sit on. Is like a ferret or something.
You're not
Try and get
23
underneath
stone,
it, you know
so
what
I can
mean?
tell you it's
Like-
very hard to sit on.
Yeah, hard to sit on is a giant
Ferret.
spike. Or
I
a
feel like
ferret.
yeah, exactly. I feel like easy to sit on. A chair is to put you all the way to the right because it's the easiest thing to sit on. It's what it's designed for, and the inflatableness is just to knock you back a couple.
So you think it's
Rather
further
have a
right than
theological
this?
debate about the difficult. I think it's further right, but
All right.
I'm
If
with
the
Lauren.
rest of my
Easy.
team agrees, that's fine. But I do think it's left.
I was leaning left, but I don't know. Laurie might be onto something.
All right, well, let's blame Laurie.
Yeah,
That's fine. I'm happy to take the blame.
All right, here we go. Oh.
Yes, we got a point.
All right, so where
Blair.
is that? Is that 2 or 3?
Blair,
That is
you
in 3.
absolutely nailed it, Blair. You were like
Good job, Blair.
spot on. It was my logic was all the way to the right is a chair, and then like 3 or 4 notches back because it's like a bit awkward because it's inflatable.
All right, that is one.
Unfortunately, Tom's inability to use inflatable chairs pulled the team average. further left.
Hey, I was very clear. This was just my own experience.
That's true. They listen to you, Tom, because you've got a persuasive voice.
I love the idea that you walk in, you look at the chair, and somehow you just fall backwards.
They should have been persuaded that it was just me in that case.
All right, so the scores as they stand, you did not get the full 4, so you don't get another turn. So we are going back to Team A. We need one more point to do it, so we just need to get somewhere in the wedge. Big Damo, you're up,
Here we go.
my friend.
I'm scared, frightened.
We can do it.
Your range is cat person versus dog person.
That's such a good movie.
That's super hard.
We don't.
Oh,
We don't.
okay.
Okay. All right. So how many spins of the wheel?
One of the
would you like,
lesser-known
Damo?
DC films.
2 spins. Worked for me last time.
Spins. Everyone look away.
Whoever wins, we lose.
All right. Here goes nothing. Big Damo, when you are ready, everyone can look.
The Queen's husband.
Okay, so dog person, but not as much of a dog person as the Queen. Also,
Yeah.
he is dead, so maybe all the way.
Yeah. Right in the middle because he's got no feelings on it anymore.
He is
That
extremely
said-
neutral.
That's like the
Pre-dead,
famous
pre-dead.
movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven. So,
Oh,
where it's gonna
shit,
go.
yeah.
All
but
right.
will he make it to
Yeah,
heaven?
but there wasn't the subtitle and all cats go to hell. It wasn't a binary choice.
No, but if he's a dog person, he's off up to heaven, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think he's a cat person. I don't think it's less like
No,
because the
he's
wife is not.
definitely-
The husband's not the opposite of a wife. He obviously deals with the
Yeah,
dogs.
Yeah.
and she's got a shitload of dogs.
Fuck
as well.
loads
Like,
of the
she
best
loves
of the best
corgis.
dog in the world. Let's not forget. Corgis are, of course, the best dog ever made. So that's something to consider. But I think I think it's around here, possibly right or possibly a little bit left. But I think we're generally in the right ballpark, and we only need to be in such a big ballpark to win.
I think a touch more. I think a tiny bit more right, but that's about it.
Like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
We only have to hit the biggest of targets.
I'm
So.
fine there.
I'm fine
I'm
there.
happy there.
You're fine there. Damo, you gave the clue, so you're fine there.
Oh, do you want me to tell you my opinion?
No, that's fine. All right, Team B, over to you. I'm going to have to press you for a quick decision because I think this might be it.
Yeah, I think they're on it.
So, this is Philip, right? The one who died recently.
Yes.
Correct.
Is he known to like dogs? My team.
I mean, I don't know. All I think of is like, yeah, they got a shit ton of corgis, so he must be somewhat of a dog person.
Sure.
He hangs out with them, I think, but they're not best
Yeah.
buds.
All right, I'm
So I
gonna.
reckon we go left then, right?
Left.
Why
sure.
not? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here goes. Oh,
'cause we can tie.
Damo, that's the
Oh,
win.
Get in!
Good.
Good work, guys.
Very
Well
good.
done,
Very
Dave.
good.
He never
Excellent.
actively said he hated them, so that was like perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Amazing. That is 2 for 2. All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Board Game Club. Thank you especially to the Big D for popping in to say hello.
Let us know when that move becomes your signature. Can't wait.
Immediately. Within the next month.
Immediately.
I got
He
it.
calls it his finisher, John.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, all
All
right.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Damo, this was everything I wanted it to be. All right. We're going to say our goodbyes. We will see you next week for Board Game Club. Get on D. Get on D.
Get on board.
Get on.
Not saying it.